joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Kansas State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it, turning it on. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in on third down. Those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Finds a little space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The deep thinking brings some heat on third and long from the 44. Finds his man. It's Oakland. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Oakland. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
about run blitzes, this is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes with the return. So Washington State's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. To the ground to try and pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Washington State will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got enough for the first. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Touchdown, Wildcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls off.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Quarterback on the keeper. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Now on the option. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Potter. They'll run the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Kansas State! Stealing a score on special teams. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. Quick toss. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Wildcats in the hurry-up. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Oakland. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durham. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Richardson. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Makes the grab on the left.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Wants to go up top. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running to the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. He'll take a shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go right back to the run. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Got room to work. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. The option look. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Zips it out to his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Right on the money. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Throws for the tight end and wings it incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
You know, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the time.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Brooks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Dangerous screen into traffic. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
With the catch, it's Edwards. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Tight end now in motion. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! They extend this 4th-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field.
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Potter. Caught in the backfield, it's Brooks. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll pitch it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. The 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage. Turn. What a play there.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
So they'll send out the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. 11th time. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they just...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Potter. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Durr. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.